Good morning. I'm getting ready to go on a trail ride, and I thought I would do a test. We're gonna see if flywheel indicates which head stall he would prefer. Would he like his loping hackamore this morning, or would he like his bit? Doesn't mean I'm gonna go with what he chooses, but we're gonna see what happens. Hold on. Put this down, aim it at him. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do this in a way that one isn't in front of the other, and that he doesn't see one before the other. And I'm gonna see which one he takes with his mouth. Now, the problem with that is that usually he'll take the bit before I even present it to him, or as I'm presenting it, but we'll see if he acknowledges one of them first. Okay, loping hackamore, his bit. He's right behind me. I'm going to put them together and then I'm going to separate them. Okay, which one would you like? Which one would you like? Are you going to choose? Okay, I'm going to take that as he has no preference whatsoever. Which one would you like? Preference? Okay, that was the second and third attempt, so we're just going to, I'm going with the loping hackamore today. Okay, so this is the loping hackamore, and I'm going to show it to him. He really doesn't have a care in the world. Not a care in the world, do you? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's nice. He does the same thing with the bit, with the head stall, with his bridle, but generally he'll grab hold of the bridle all the way. Okay, I'm going to put my halter up. I'm not going to take it with me. I don't think I'm going to need it today. We're not going to be out that long. But I don't like leaving them laying or hooked to the horse trailer, because I always think, you know, it just looks, to me, it looks tacky. But, and plus when there's cows out here, there's no cows right here at the moment, but when there's cows out here, I always worry about one of them being stupid and, like, you know, sticking their head in their halter, getting a foot caught in it and tearing up my truck and trailer, or hurting themselves. But thankfully there's no cows out here today. My hair is a wreck. See you after a while. Flywheel is ready to roll. So just gonna wait while my riding partner gets her horse limbered up a little bit. She's reconditioning Hope, and she's only been ridden a few times in the last, well, actually this is her second time out here at the trails in months. So she's just gonna get her brain going. Flywheel is assessing the situation. He's wearing his loping hackamore today. So I'm going to tell myself a little bit, to talk about myself and my riding journey a little bit. So it's just in the past probably year or so that I've gotten comfortable enough to ride flywheel in a loping hackamore, which is essentially the same thing as a, riding a halter. It's just this loping hackamore has a little more oomph to it. The noseband is made out of lariat, so it's got a little bit of a bite to it if you need it. And but mostly I've gotten more comfortable in my abilities to not freak out in the event of a spook. Several years ago, I had a horse who I love dearly, but he was a bolter. And when he would bolt, it was not fun. Flywheel has a propensity to spook, but his level of bolt is about 10 feet. And then he's like, oh Lord, this is way too much work. So I've learned that if that happens, that I can let him go. I can sit, make sure my seat is stable, and then do a one rein stop. I will say that I have progressed to my one rein stops do not consist of a stop, but a one rein redirection. That's what I'll call it. And I'm sure this is nothing new. I'm sure everybody, more advanced riders know all this stuff. But that's basically how I have it in my head. And so anyway, there's been a couple times that like a cow will scare him. Generally in the dark, or in the dusk, when they walk right at you. And there's one time where he did take off, and he went probably about 20 feet before I collected him up and turned him back toward the cow. And he likes to chase cows, but that one was walking like it looked like a bear. the way it was headed right towards us, it looked like a bear. So anyway, that's my little story. We are getting ready to hit the trail, and I will try to do some videoing on the trail. And I don't know where we're going today. We kind of just go with the flow and where we feel like. I know we're going not as adventurous today because Hope is, my friend's Appaloosa, is still rehabbing. She's got PSSM 1. So it's one of those delicate balances of they need exercise, but you can't overdo it. So that's why she's been starting to get her back out on the trails again. But we go slower and not as strenuous, and we keep it to a certain time frame. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Catch you later.